everyone, and welcome into Leah Binges because my name is Leah and I like to binge watch a lot of movies and TV shows. And welcome into day 6 of revisiting my childhood movies. One thing I'll get out of the way real quick is yes, I am wearing the same shirt that I was in my previous video. I filmed these back to back and I did not feel like changing my shirt to make it look like they were filmed on separate days. So that's why I'm in the same shirt. I went to watch this movie on Disney Plus to script this video, and it was mysteriously gone from Disney Plus, along with Minutemen and Avalon High, and even Dadnapped, which I literally just watched the day before trying to script this movie. So I have no clue what's going on with that, and with Disney Plus as a whole. Why do I pay for it if it doesn't have the stuff I want? Like, I don't understand. I tried to Google it, like, where did all these original Disney Channel movies go from Disney Plus? And Google was like, well, it's probably a licensing issue. It literally cannot be a licensing issue if they are produced by Disney and this is a Disney streaming service. So, riddle me that. Moving on. Moving on into the plot of the movie. This movie follows best friends Cletus Poole, who everyone just calls Poole throughout the whole movie, but sometimes they call him Cletus. So if the clips are referencing either, it's either. And Pete. Pete is obsessed with / crushing on Poole. Heated rivalry? No, JK. Pete is obsessed with / crushing on Poole's sister, Cammy.
He was just inquiring as to the whereabouts of your sister.
He was? He's trying to find Cammy so he can ask her out, finally.
But she is dating the star basketball player whose name is Dill.
Don't care.
If he can even be considered the star player, because the whole team is known for sucking. They haven't won a single game all season. Poole is crushing on a different cheerleader, Jamie, and plays the school mascot, but he is miserable because he's allergic to the mascot suit. Both are established as school losers. Poole, despite him being super outgoing and energetic, he is made fun of for being the school mascot. Not to mention he's a terrible mascot, so that might be part of it. And Pete is just invisible to everyone, including his own teachers.
I'm sorry, are you a new student here at Brewster High?
You're kidding, right? I'm in your biology class. I'm Pete. I'm Pete Ivy.
This has to be some sort of school violation that you can't recognize your own student when they're standing right next to you. Pete is told by his parents that he needs to do something to get noticed by the girl he likes. He used to do gymnastics, which got him noticed, but also got him made fun of.
Thing is, Pete, if you want to get noticed by girls, you got to give them something to notice. When you were a kid, you were into gymnastics. That got you noticed.
Everyone thought I was weird.
Poole asks Pete to take over the role of the mascot for him because he is allergic to the suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and be the chicken tonight at the game. I'm dying. You're not serious. Yes, Pete, I'm serious. I'm dying inside of this foam chicken head. You idiot. Dude, it's my allergies, man. Okay, they've never been this bad.
Pete objects originally and suggests Poole just quits, but it's the family legacy for his family to play the chicken, so it's legally required for him to keep playing the chicken.
Well, then quit. I hate being the chicken.
Pete, you know I can't do that. Okay, it's my family legacy. Me, my dad, my uncle, my other uncle, I think that's my aunt, my granddad.
A family legacy that apparently only goes back 2 generations. When he pulled out the wallet thing, I was totally expecting it to go back like generations and generations. He's gonna be like, this is my dad, this is my granddad, this is my great-granddad, great-great-granddad. But with it only being his granddad and then like his dad and aunts and uncles, why couldn't this sister be the chicken if it was that important to the family? Poole convinces Pete to take over as the chicken because he claims it's a chick magnet.
You know, he said he would pay me to let him wear the chicken suit. I mean, the guy knows it's a chick magnet.
And says he will put in a good word for him with his sister if he does it.
I was even gonna offer to put in a good word to Cammy for you.
Says there's not really much involved in the routine.
I don't know the routine.
Pete, here's the routine. You walk around, you flap your wings, make sure to get in all the school yearbook pictures. Dude, I don't know. I'm an awful mascot.
And promises to look into a hypoallergenic suit for later.
They make a hyperallergenic head for like $1,000. Dude, I'll look into that.
I have no idea why Pete agrees to this and believes anything that Poole says. He literally just lied to him about dying about 3 minutes ago. Not to mention, you've seen Poole as the school mascot. You know it's not a chick magnet. Otherwise, Poole would have people surrounding him. You know that people don't like him as the mascot. Why would you believe him? Literally me, if I was Pete, you're lying. You're a compulsive liar. When have I ever lied to you? Literally 2 seconds ago. Yesterday, the day before that. It's really a problem. You're actually a compulsive liar. Pete decides to go to the game dressed as the mascot, where we again establish that the basketball team sucks. They haven't won a single game all season.
Take on your own raging roosters, who are 0 for 20.
The coach hates himself and hates being a coach. The team is a mess.
Phil, live up to your hair, okay? If I had hair like that, there's no telling what I could do.
The coach is actually one of my favorites of the movie. He reminds me a bit of like Crazy Steve / Spencer / Jerry Trainer, and how Jerry Trainer has said in interviews that he was told to like go really overboard with his reactions. The coach in this movie reminds me of that.
And you you just get dinner.
Pete starts making people laugh accidentally because he is ran into by a player and flips. He's stumbling, being in the mascot suit, and starts getting people's attention.
I'm giving them something to notice. Finally got your attention. Okay. Keep watching.
Callback to earlier when his parents told him he needed to get people's attention. I forgot before rewatching this for scripting that the principal was played by Edward Herrmann. Rest in peace. His voice in this is genuinely so soothing. It's like ASMR. Pete realizes that he got the attention of the cheerleaders and the girl that he likes, so he starts really playing into the mascot stuff. He sits with the other team, makes fun of the coach, and the crowd loves him, but the coach and team end up hating him for this.
No, here we go again. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Come on. Just...
He complained earlier about not knowing the routine, and that's why he couldn't be the mascot, but he should really get into improv. He literally came up with an act fit for a professional mascot in seconds. I always wondered about the body double in this situation. Did they hire a professional mascot for these scenes? Do we ever see Jason Dolley in the suit as himself, or is it always a body double when the suit head is on? The next day, Poole becomes an overnight sensation. The school loves him and keeps high-fiving him and congratulating him for becoming funny.
That's what Poole.
Wasn't so bad.
Hey, Poole.
Hi. Good work, chicken. Thanks.
Good job, man.
He's loving all the attention. That's really what he enjoys. But he ends up getting harassed by the team and coach. The coach calls for Poole to be expelled, but the principal defends him.
I want Poole expelled. He's a menace. He made a mockery of the team.
Seems to me the team did a pretty good job of that all by itself. Right now, that chicken has greater job security than you do.
In turn, the coach has to defend Poole from the team, but threatens him in private.
One feather on his scrawny little head gets touched. You go 3 rounds with me, comprende?
Thanks, coach.
I don't like you, Poole. Huh? I don't like the chicken. I wish I could cut those boys loose. Play patty cake with your face.
What did I do that was so bad?
Oh, don't play dumb with me, Mop Top.
What did I do that was so bad? Don't act so innocent. You don't remember stealing the ball and dunking for the other team? What? You don't remember threatening to lock the doors and burn us all alive if we didn't bow down to our Lord and Savior, Master Chicken? Okay. No, I don't remember doing that. We'll see how these turn out. I don't really like the way it feels to film these. Pete gets voluntold to be on the float committee.
I'll volunteer, Miss Banfield.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Angela. So then it is Angela Morrissey and Pete Ivy on the float committee.
And Angela volunteers because she's new in town.
Excuse me, I am homeless, I am gay, I have AIDS, I'm new in town.
Angela suggests in the meeting that they include the chicken as part of the float because everyone loves him. Pete is honestly such a sweetheart throughout this whole movie. He gives Angela $1 for the lake jar.
Put $1 in the lake jar. Business. A design.
I gotcha.
Any suggestions? Thanks.
He encourages her to speak up in the committee meeting. He's funny.
Did you get any twine? Where's the twine?
I didn't see twine on the list.
Come on, twine's the main thing. You don't build a float without a big old ball of twine. Come on, it's back in the twine aisle. You can't mess.
The fact that Angela doesn't immediately jump on this is so weird to me because Pete is so my type. He's also kind of awkward.
Well, I will strongly consider donating my car to your boyfriend.
But that's despite the point. That's kind of my type though. Poole meets up with Pete later and asks him what he did during the game. He suggests that Pete is the chicken again for the next game, and Poole will be in the stands to watch the routine so he knows what to do.
I need to know what you did at the game Friday. I'm a genius. You're gonna be the chicken tomorrow. And I'll be in the stands watching you do what you do.
Everyone cheers when the chicken arrives. It's clear that the crowd prefers watching the chicken over the game. Pete steals Angela and runs away with her, offers her a flower. And also distracts the opposing team so that the home team can score. This is super awkward because the chicken is supposed to be Poole, who is dating Jamie. Good thing Pete didn't still have a crush on Cammy, because that would be incredibly awkward to wife carry his sister, act shy, and give her a flower. Like, that would be so awkward and weird. Poole suggests that Pete is the chicken full time and convinces him to continue this situation.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna be the chicken full time.
Poole, does this custom-built hypoallergenic head really even exist?
No.
Why don't I ever believe anything you say anymore?
I'm wondering the same thing, Pete. Why do you believe anything he says? Why? Because you're friends? He's not your friend. This is your enemy. This is your op. Next game, they are all on the bus, and Dill suggests that Poole is not the one in the suit. This is like a fake-out exposure scene, but how was Poole not sneezing up a storm in the suit before the reveal? Who knows? This was like a fake-out for the team and also the audience, and so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. When they get to the away game, Poole meets up in a supply closet to switch the suit over to him. Pete is trying his hardest to keep spirits up during the game, but the team is discouraged that the crowd is only there for the chicken instead of basketball.
But they didn't come for us, coach. They came because of stupid chicken.
Let's see if this helps.
A player runs into the cheerleaders and they fall. Pete chooses to save Angela instead of Jamie because that's who he has a crush on, but that ends up with Jamie getting injured, causing issues for Poole later on.
Thanks a lot, Cletus. I don't think so.
Poole scolds Pete after the game for saving Angela. Pete admits that he likes Angela and says if only she knew that it was him in the suit, because Angela has admitted in the past that she kind of likes the chicken, thinking it's Poole, but if she knew that it was him, then she would like him.
What's with you saving Angela out there? You should have saved Jamie. What were you thinking?
I think I like Angela. I think Angela likes the chicken. Man, if she only knew it was really me.
Okay, Pete, stop talking right now.
Angela comes by to say thank you for saving her.
Look, I just wanted to thank you for... You saved me from getting trampled. So anyways, thank you.
Okay.
I guess you're kind of my superhero.
Again, she had told Pete earlier that she was starting to have feelings for Poole because of his actions as the chicken.
Brash and bold and daring, and he's so funny.
Angela, are you saying you're, like, interested in Poole? Because he's the chicken?
And they end up almost kissing, but Pete stops it.
Hey.
Pete, let's maybe end this friendship right now, because this dude is getting credit for your hard work and now is going after the girl that you like. Despite him already having a girlfriend, Mind you, the girlfriend that he wanted to begin with, why have enemies with friends like that? That's what I said earlier. This is your op, I swear. Pete and Poole are fighting now. Basically this whole time, Pete has wanted the credit for being the chicken, but Poole says no because it's a family legacy and he would be shamed for giving it up. Poole finally caves here and admits to Pete that he feels super guilty about the whole arrangement and they should just tell everyone the truth.
You know, he's carrying a picture of us in his wallet right now. I mean, obviously, he thinks it's me, but it's really you. Pete, I cannot take it anymore.
What's wrong? What's the matter?
Dude, I'm a fraud. Okay, my dad's walking around talking about how proud he is of the chicken, but it's really you, Pete. You were right, though. You should call it quits. Let the cat out of the bag.
Pete is worried about being funny without the suit and says now it's time for Poole to be him a favor. Now it's time for Poole to do him a favor by allowing the secret to continue because he wants to stay in the closet essentially now.
What if I'm not funny without the suit? Let's just keep the cat in the bag. I'm sorry, Poole, I can't switch right now. Look, I did you a favor, do me one.
We get a side scene about Angela and her boyfriend breaking up. Her and Pete start bonding, he comforts her. So they're like getting closer now.
That must have been a pretty annoying habit to deal with. Must be lots of other lame stuff about him. He broke up with you with a text.
Dude, sleeps with his rabbit.
Weak.
Time for the parade that they've been prepping for. Pete is dressed as the chicken for the performance, and Poole is in the crowd as a disguise, but he ends up getting pulled into the performance and accidentally gets revealed. Everyone turns on the chicken because they want to know the true identity. They chase after him, and he steals the sheriff's car to escape.
So, who's the chicken?
Man.
We've been bamboozled! Get him! Get that
chicken! Poole is in the sheriff's office where his dad picks him up. He refused to give up the chicken and has a bonding moment with his dad where his dad admits that he was also allergic to the chicken soup but didn't want to disappoint the family legacy, same as Poole now.
I was allergic to the chicken suit too. Sinuses got all stuffed up, my eyes watered, my fingers swelled up like hot dogs. I didn't want to quit either, for the same reasons.
The cops switched up super quick. They were threatening Poole and then let him go like 2 minutes later when his dad picks him up without revealing the chicken.
Come on, guys, I cannot tell you. We made a promise.
Son, we're talking grand theft automobile here, so you better start talking.
Angela and Pete discuss the chicken situation. She says that she doesn't even want to know the identity of the chicken because the magic is in the mystery.
Do you want to know?
I'm afraid once the mystery's over, so's the magic. I think I was actually falling for a guy in a chicken suit.
But is disappointed because she had feelings for the chicken. That's such a crazy sentence. Pete and Poole brainstorm ideas about what to do about the situation. Pete decides not to go to the next game because he fears exposure and criminal charges for stealing a car.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the whole thing die, right? We're gonna retire the chicken and let the myth grow. And then maybe at our 30th reunion, we tell everybody it was you who turned the chicken into a legend.
I don't know.
Me either.
Most of the crowd leaves the game when they realize there is no chicken coming.
Well, there's no chicken.
Come on, where's your spirit?
This is so tragic superhero trope where the superhero leaves and it's all cinematic. I will eat it up every single time. Like when you get to see the whole town be like upset that they lost their hero. They lost their hero, the chicken. The principal tells the coach that they need to convince the chicken to come back. It's become an economic issue because people were coming to the games and giving money to the school. The sheriff's office has dropped all charges against the chicken and they say he will not be exposed.
Now, it's a simple question. How can we get the chicken to come back?
Well, I suspect one thing on his mind is the little matter of the sheriff's car.
Well, I spoke to Lou, and he's willing to drop all charges.
Insert clip of what kind of world do we live in where a chicken can steal a car and get away with it? God bless America.
What a beautiful country we live in. When a chicken can steal a sheriff's car and run scot-free, I mean, I'm just saying, God bless America. You're legally allowed to do whatever you want when you're being chased by a mob. It's in the Constitution.
The cheerleaders are trying to figure out who the chicken is.
Pete Ivy is not smart enough, and Pete Ivy is not cool enough, and Pete Ivy is not wild enough.
Why is this message of this movie kind of an analogy for coming out? It kind of reminds me of Love, Simon when he was worried about coming out and he was like worried that coming out meant that he had to be some sort of guy once it was revealed. Like, he didn't know what it meant to, like, be gay. And this kind of has the same message of, like, Pete doesn't want people to know that he's the chicken because once he's revealed, once his identity is revealed, then he has to be some sort of guy without the suit. Like, he has to be a super funny and outgoing guy, like Poole is, when he's not in the suit. And he can't just be, like, his awkward and shy self.
Well, if people were to find out that it was just boring old Pete Ivy in the suit, they'd expect me to be this, hey, check me out, I'm crazy. Maybe I'm never gonna be ready for people to know it was just boring old Pete Ivy in the suit. Poole, what if people stopped liking the chicken because they knew it was me?
But it's also a pretty good message about, like, insecurities. Like, it's easier to be yourself when you're behind a mask. Why am I getting all deep about a chicken movie? They have a whole compilation about ways to try and get the chicken back. We have a chicken impersonator who crashes a game, and also the bat signal chicken spotlight.
Suze, how's my rooster signal? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Best idea I ever had.
Hilarious. That's so funny. Pete decides to go on the Rooster Talk show as the chicken to talk about why he stopped showing up.
You're the spirit of the whole town.
That's a lot to live up to. I think they can do it, right?
Let's bring out someone who believes they can't win without you. Coach Mackey.
They even altered his voice for identity. They're really acting like this is the craziest identity reveal. It's so funny to me. I love this movie. Pete says he will not be returning as the chicken on the talk show. He says that the magic is the mystery, which ends up inadvertently revealing himself to Angela.
I'll be at the game, but I'll be in the stands with all the other students.
Can we at least know who the man is behind the chicken suit?
Because the magic's in the mystery. Once you know, the mystery's over. And so is the magic.
The turnaround of the team and the coach about the chicken is so iconic. The scene of the coach saying he promised the chicken he could run through the banner.
I am positive we can't win without the chicken.
If you come back, I promise I won't throw my clipboard at you anymore.
And you can break through the big paper sign before the game.
And he hated him to begin with, and he's like, now we can't disturb the banner because I promised the chicken. Why is the coach better at keeping promises to the chicken than Poole is to his best friend? I kind of ate that up, I'm not gonna lie. Pete decides last minute to show up to the game in the chicken suit. The audience starts chanting his name, and he decides to reveal his identity to everyone.
Chicken! Chicken! Chicken!
Come on, chicken. Show us who you are. We can't take it anymore.
Angela admits to him that she knew because of his comment on TV.
Let me give you a hand with that, Pete.
How did you know?
The magic's in the mystery. You told Tommy.
Poole, like, gives him the credit because the audience is all silent, and they're like, who is that?
Who is that fella?
That's Pete. It's Pete Ivy. You rock, Pete.
The fact that no one knows who this is crazy to me. Like, there were people in high school who weren't that popular, and it's like, you still know who they are. I can't think I can think of a single person in high school that I'm like, I have no idea who that was. I guess I wouldn't know, though, because they'd be invisible. Interesting conundrum. But Poole steps up and is like, that's Pete Ivy. And then everyone, like, cheers, and it's happy. Angela and Pete also get together in this moment. And that's the end of our movie. We have everyone kind of living happily ever after, because Pete got his relationship with Angela that he wanted, and now everyone knows that Pete is the chicken. Oh, and the team, I think, wins the game at the end, which is also a crazy turnaround. Like, the power of the chicken helped them win the game when they hadn't won a single game, and the team that they were going against was undefeated. The power of the chicken, I guess. I actually love this movie. Is it corny and cheesy and a little weird? Yes. But it is a kids movie, and I genuinely can't find much that's wrong with it. At least they wrote actual character development and a plot that made sense. Low bar, I guess, but I love this movie. This one, Minutemen, Lemonade Mouth, and Let It Shine were my favorites as a kid, and still kind of are to this day. So it was really fun to go back and revisit this movie for this video. I had a lot of fun. hopefully this video comes together in the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like and comment down below your thoughts on the movie or this video as a whole. I definitely love being able to respond to people in the comments. Please check out any of the other videos I have posted as well, and if you are enjoying my content, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!